On behalf of Alumni Club Management Committee, I welcome you all. I should thank personally Mrs. Shobha Motina, Alumni Club member, and her team for having arranged this grand festival. Wholeheartedly welcome our chief guest, Srimati Swarnamali Raghupati, daughter of Mr. B.J. Raghupati, who started BJR Energy System in the year 1985. Swarnamali Raghupati is a founder and CEO of Swastika Food and founder director of BJR Neo. In addition to that, he is a managing director of NXO Power Cooling Solutions. She is one of the most successful entrepreneurs in Chennai. Her company's annual turnover is more than 2,000 crores. Next VIP who is on the dais is Srimati Manjula Puram. She is a founder and CEO of Mango Point. On behalf of Alumni Club Management Committee, I welcome you all. I should thank personally Mrs. Shobha Motina, Alumni Club member, and her team for having arranged this grand festival. We all wish a grand success to all entrepreneurs who are participating in this festival. Thank you. Wholeheartedly welcome our chief guest, Srimati Swarnamali Raghupati.
Swarnamukhi, please address the gathering. A very good morning to all of you. Annamalai Club, I hold a lot of fond memories because can't hear? Can you hear? When I was younger, during college days, I used to come here to the club with my best friend Sarah, and I always felt I like the homely nature and the people, the warmth of people here, and of course the food is fantastic here. So I'm very, very happy to be part of this event here, the Christmas Carnival, the pop-up store today. So thank you so much for inviting me today here. And I was asked to talk a little bit about my journey and what I learned in my experience. So I am an engineering graduate, and after that I did a post-graduation, and then immediately I joined my father in business as an executive assistant to one of the directors. So from then onwards, around 10 to 12 years, I've been trained by him, and I worked, and my dad passed away in 2013. So after that, as eldest of the family, I was responsible to make sure that the company was stable after the founder was not there. So what I'm trying to say is, as heading the BJR Energy, such a big company, I met top bureaucrats, the chief ministers, the politicians and bankers, etc. But being an entrepreneur, starting my own company, gave me more respect than doing all of this. You know? Because being an entrepreneur, starting your company is no joke. It is so difficult, but nothing gives you that kind of satisfaction or the respect that being an entrepreneur gives you. So I have been on both sides. So from my experience, so I started Swadika Foods. It's a food processing company. We export the frozen fruits and vegetables to more than 31 countries. It's primarily an export company. And I also started BJR Neo. It is a robotics and automation company. We supply automation solutions to all the top companies in India. So I started these two companies, and from my experience, I can tell you a couple of things which might help you also. Number one, there is no good time to start anything, right? In fact, not only holds good for business, but anything in life for that matter. There's no good time. We cannot be ready for anything completely. So I did the initial research when I wanted to diversify and start my own company. I did a research in food processing, etc. For 1 year I spent, and finally I found the right person who knew the subject to start the company, etc., etc. I took an office space. I recruited 2 more. Anyway, everything was ready and all set to go. It was December 2017, and when I was about to pay the first month's salary, I found out I was pregnant with my second child. And I was thinking, okay, what do I do now? I can't get back because new company means you have to go about, you have to learn, you have to go about and then travel, etc., etc. But at the same time, I couldn't get out of the commitment. But practically, I realized that nothing, not even having a child or anything, can stop you from starting something. And it was somehow even smoother than the first pregnancy when I was happily sitting at home because my dad was there to take care of everything. There were some very small special moments during that time. In fact, when I heard the heartbeat scan of my child, that was the day I got first order. So a lot of beautiful moments like that. The second, robotics also started, probably I did the initial interviews when I was 7-8 months. So nothing can stop you. So if you're thinking about something, you please start. Don't think that you have a small child at home, etc., etc., because the child will be, hi, I know her from the homepreneurs. You came for the homepreneurs? Okay. So nothing can actually make you ready. There will always be some reason to stop you in this journey. Number 2 is, see, we women have a unique problem because in society, women are still seen as a primary caregiver for children, and you taking on a role as a breadwinner also for your family doesn't give you an excuse from doing your own duties. There are a lot of challenges, and I've seen that initially everybody in the family will talk discouragingly. Okay, this is a written rule. But the same family of friends will actually support you when you start having the first successes. They will be on your side. They will be on your side. They will support you. So don't get disappointed. It has happened to me also. Why now? Why this? The timing is not right. Are you sure? Etc., etc. So don't let anything stop you from starting whatever you're starting. People will come behind you. People will support you. You just have to show them that you're serious enough to make a difference in the society. So sometime back, we had this Homepreneur Awards. I had a chance to meet a lot of women entrepreneurs who started their business from home. The problem faced by most of them were similar. And it got me thinking, if you have a support system to discuss what are the problems, not see other people as competition, but discuss, maybe that support system will help you grow, and also you can learn from each other. That is another thing. I found it really helpful. So enroll yourself in a forum, business forum, see what other people are doing, how they are managing. That really helps. And still women entrepreneurs in India, we make up only for around 20% of the entire entrepreneurship. It is slowly increasing, but there have been very successful women like Kiran Majumdar and Falguni Nayak, etc. So we should think of them as examples to overcome financial, how to fund your project, etc., etc. And the 5th one and last one is have a team. Once you go, you should definitely have a team. Don't try to do everything by yourself. And go for regular training, how to build your business. We do not know everything. Please don't expect to know everything. Delegate and train yourselves, these two. And all of you know that our digital marketing plays a very important role right now. So it's no more phone number, it's your Instagram account right now, right? People don't want to just see your product, they want to see who you are, what is a brand, what you stand for, the trustworthiness they have to build with you. So show yourself, don't be shy, show yourself, start showing yourself on digital media. And I think the entire world is there. We see Instagram more than we see actually TV now. So I think you should definitely be there, don't avoid that space. And I want to wish all of you the very best, not only for the carnival, but also in your business journey. Once again, thank you so much for making me a part of this.
Thank you, Ms. Swarnamurthy. That was some key takeaways I think we have got from your talk. I now request our dear Sana to present a memento to. I now request Mrs. Manjula to please address the gathering.
Hello everyone, good morning. So first of all, thank you so much for having me here. And I'm affiliated. I'm a student of not Anna University, a college which is affiliated to Anna University, and I feel so proud being a part of here and then share my journey. So thank you so much, Shobha ma'am, for having me here. Okay, so I'll just tell a little background about myself. My dad was in army. He was an army officer. And my mom, she was just a homemaker, but yeah, there's certain things that she used to get involved, like kind of farming and kind of, the kind of sweaters that they used to do. So she used to sell it to those soldiers over there. So that's where, the entrepreneur, I could see an entrepreneur in her, right? And that's where the background starts from. And since my father's upbringing and my mom and my family's upbringing has taught some kind of focus and the determination and the perseverance to, to start a company and how to, make it sustainable. So to tell about my background, I'm also an engineering student. So I was a database architect for a company called Mindtree, and then I worked for Asian Born Bowery, a Zurich-based company. Was in US for 10 years. And happily settled there with my husband and with my son. And this is what happened, right? Like you have a very regular lifestyle of, getting up, going for work. Somewhere at some point of time was not at all happy with what I was doing over there. Morning was very tough for me to get up and then, handle all those, the everyday activities. So something that I was missing in my life. So though we had well settled, you have a handsome package salary and got the green card over there. So, but something struck us. So we got a call that there are so many mangoes out there which they cannot sell it off, and he had a couple of acres, and our family holds a couple of acres mango farms in the Tiruvallur district. So it was very heartening to see, very disheartening to see we don't have such kind of infrastructure. So that's when me and my husband, who is actually very passionate about farming, and he was also an IT, and he had the same feelings that I had of, we are not doing that great in life in terms of profession. Are we making any change in our life? Are we doing anything for what's happening back there? And that's when a group of friends of us in US, we all were talking we are not getting mangoes in US, but then there it was getting wasted like anything, and there was nothing value addition also happening over there. So and when our friends started thinking about why are we not getting it, me and my husband, we started thinking about how to get the mangoes to the US, right? That's when the journey started. We started visiting my husband was working in Walmart, so he had a lot of contacts about visiting the strawberry pack houses and apple pack houses, how US strawberries or apples are getting imported to India, right? So that's when we came back in 2019 and started this journey of setting up the infrastructure. Now, there were many hurdles when we set it up. I'll not go into detail. But then when everything was set up and then we were about to start to export, that's when COVID happened. So we focused on only one problem. That's where I'll say to everyone, the problem statement of your business is very, very, very important. From day one, you need to understand what is the problem statement, what is the problem that you are trying to solve in the world, right? And then for us, at that point of time, the problem was mangoes not getting exported. to US, not that much. Not South Indian varieties are like no, right? So that was the problem statement until then. What was the solution? We needed to build a infrastructure and get lot of licenses, like n number of licenses, and we became one of the export backhoes which was accredited by Europe standards and US standards, and this is in Tamil Nadu. This is the first infrastructure which has got that certificate. And in India, we are like in the top 10 export houses for Europe, and for US we were the top 5 export houses who has got this accreditation. Now we are not able to do export. No, that's a problem again, right? So our entire revenue or our entire business, we were focused on exports. That's when one of the shipmen got stranded in the airport when the nationwide lockdown happened. So we had to think about, like, we had so many tons going on harvesting in the month of March, April. Our peak season was March, April, May, June. So we didn't know what to do with that, and we had so many farmers that we had to back up. We took those mangoes with the help of our friends to the high-rise apartment, and I still remember Hiranandani was the one. And within that 2 hours, 2,000 kgs of mangoes were sold off. And that was like, then we started looking at the problem in the domestic. We don't get like a place or a platform where people know how the mangoes are naturally ripened, right? They all are carbide ripened. Today, whatever comes into the market is 95% carbide ripened. Kallu vechi palka vekirathu, right? So because of that, the kind of implications that we have is huge. Now we see so much of cancer spreading like anything, right? And kids not able to have the mangoes because they immediately cry, right? The biggest customer feedback that I have got is the 8 months old baby had the mangoes and was happily, they wanted to have it again, right? And when they had the other mangoes, the baby was crying, right? And when a 60-year-old customer shared with us that we got that authentic taste of mangoes that we used to get it from our backyard, that's the same kind of taste that you have got in your mangoes. This is the huge statement from the customer. Now we talk about the unique selling proposition. I say unique selling proposition is the one what customer takes your brand, right? So we got our Mango Point brand name was 100% chemical free, naturally ripened, just like the mangoes from your backyard. So that was the USP we got it from the 60-year-old customer. And now we started creating we needed a brand name to tell, whenever you're looking at the value proposition or a unique selling point, you need a brand name to tell it very loud. So brand name is very, very important, and a brand story is also very, very important, right? So that is about the problem statement, identifying the solution, and then what part of the solution you are going to solve. You cannot solve the entire world's problem, right? So we took only Chennai as the market, and we started supplying through our e-commerce brand Mango Point, and then we started to all the leading modern trade. You call it Swiggy, Big Basket or Waycool, Ninja Cart, everyone along the retail stores. And now we started, now after COVID, slowly all the restrictions lifted off, we started doing the exports, and now we stand at top South Indian mango exporter, which has done in the world as well. Globally, we have done 15 plus varieties of mangoes exported to California West Coast. So now beyond this, there is another, right? For the business, it's very important that you iterate at every stage. When you iterate, the iteration happens when you start understanding the next phase of your business, right? So you should never shy about iterating it. So the first thing that we got was about the fresh mango. Now from the farmer's perspective, not all the mangoes can go for the table consumption. Some of the mangoes have to be processed into pulp or a dehydrated mangoes, which has again another market. And now further, what it can be processed into is the value-added product, which is mango jam. Our jam is the top 10 selling jams in India today. If you search in Flipkart from Mango Point Mango Jam. And then we have started with mango bars, which is like aam papad, which they call it in North India. So we have got different flavors of aam papad, which is the fast moving. So growing that kind of mango bars into the global, the international market and the domestic market. Now with this, we look at the farmers where we take all the mangoes that comes in and we have a solution for the entire, it's a kind of ecosystem that we are building around the mango farms. And the kind of infrastructure, we have a vision to build 100 such infrastructure in India, and that is the goal that we are running towards. Now, when you look at the products, not all the products that we think could be a wish list in the customer, right? So, you should always start with an ideation. You need to understand the product fit. What is your product market fit? Is your product is really market fit? Third is establishing those products with a little number of market. And then the fourth is you are ready for scale up. So that is the 4 stages that at Mango Point we followed and we are still following. And I would say that is one of the things that we have established couple of products in the top segments. And now coming to, you really, I'm not, this is my experience where we really needed to have a co-founder, right? So you cannot do everything on all, everything you cannot do it on your own. Maybe you can do it to a certain scale, but definitely you need to ramp up the team. So definitely at the early stage, if you have a team, they know the struggles, right? And when they walk into the path, you have that longer journey to have with them. So I suggest that we need to have a strong team who sees that initial part of the struggles. And in Mango Point, I can proudly say we have 70 to 80% of women employees in our organization. So, who has been in the toughest period of us and still continuing with us. So that is one thing which is very, very important. And then the other thing is we don't celebrate our failures. We look at our failures as something that, we need to just shut it off and then, don't do anything. No, celebrate your failures. You need to understand. See, success teaches only one way of reaching the place, right? But failures will teach you 1,000 ways of how to reach that spot, right? So always celebrate your failures. And then the last thing that I want to say is, always we need to understand that doing good is always profitable, right? And being happy is always successful. So, thank you so much for hearing me so patiently.
Thank you, Mrs. Manjula. Very inspiring, and I think we all know where to reach out in May to get our mangoes. I request our Treasurer Shanmuganandam sir to please present a gift card to Mrs. Manjula. Golden Connect, Mrs. Suleka, to please come on to the dais.
Hi. It was my grandmother who taught me how to make diamond biscuits, to press out murkus and to enjoy the mango seed. My grandmother is now 95 years old and she is still the center of my family. Every Sunday we go and meet her for lunch, we enjoy ourselves, we talk and then we go back to our oh so important lives. But for my grandmother, the next Sunday is what she looks forward to. So that's why we started the Golden Connect, taking points from what both the chief guests said. There is no time, you don't have to wait for the right time to start what you look forward to. And we help you find your ikigai. I mean, what do you want to do after 60? So the Golden Connect, at Golden Connect, we shine the focus on people. We shine the focus on people over 60. We curate events and experiences that celebrate life over 60. We encourage you to come and see what we do. It's a social impact, volunteer-driven organization, right? Today, as we start our proceedings, we call upon the eldest guiding star, who over here is over 60 years old. Who over here is over 70 years old? Over 75? Not me. Not you. Okay, over 70, ma'am.
Good morning. My name is Chandramouli. I am a member of this club. It looks so beautiful to see here. I have probably seen only about 30% of the stall. Balance 70% probably I may have to go and see that. It looks really great. I wish all these participants here and all the owners of the stall great day and great future. Thank you very much.
Open the stall. Good morning, everyone. I'm a spouse of a member who is here, and it's nice to see so many ladies doing so much of work. I see most of them are ladies having their stalls here. That's very nice and very encouraging. Thank you. I hope all of you do well today. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I think we're all eagerly waiting to get going. So thanks a lot to everyone for being here again today. And thank you to our chief guests for taking time out to be here. Thanks to our committee members, our secretary, president, and our treasurer. And a lot of work has gone behind this event, and this would absolutely not have been possible without our staff. So thanks, a special thanks to our staff, our caterer, and last but not the least, we have Shobha and Alan, Sheila, Sara, who have been behind this event. Nitya also, our committee member entertainment. She's not here today. So we have an entire team who's been supporting to have this event. So thanks to everyone. Live performance that they're going to give. And we also have some Guinness record holders coming in. A lot of events are planned and great food also would be there. And of course, drinks. Okay. So if you are interested, please do register with us. And we hope to see you at New Year and next year also. Thank you.
Go around shopping. You have
The Alumni Club Carnival, Christmas Carnival, wonderful value for money. We have a range of fantastic footwear here. The enterprise economy, women entrepreneurs. Alumni Club is showcasing the best of women enterprise.
शॉर्ट करेंगे